Okay, I'd like to tie a Sculpin pattern. This is a pine squirrel Sculpin. It's a very easy, simple pattern to tie. Has just basically three materials: the hook, the barbell eyes, and the pine squirrel strip in the back. This fly will ride hook up in the water. It can be stripped, and this pine squirrel gives it excellent action in the water. You can tie it in different colors. This happens to be a brown rust. We can tie it natural, olive, black, purple, any color that you think might work in the water. To tie the fly, we're going to use a TMC 5262. This happens to be a size 10. For thread, I'm going to be using a Benici, kind of a brownish colored thread for this brown fly. And for the barbell eyes of the fly, I'm going to be using some extra small. The ones that I'm using are unpainted. I like to paint them myself after I get finished with the fly, or before I finish. And start my thread behind the eye, build a base down the shank of the hook. And then come back up towards the eye. Okay, I'm going to put my barbell eye on and put it about the eye of the hook for a measurement, and then tie it in. Make 5 or 6 good ramps. Then we'll let it turn sideways, and we'll bring the thread in behind it. We don't need to have much room in front, because all we're going to do is form a small head. This is not like tying a clouser where you move the barbell eyes quite a ways back down the shank. Come on here. We'll get it tied in, lashed in real good. Evened up. And I'm going to add a little super glue to the thread to keep it in place. Okay, we'll bring our thread on down to point on the shank right above the barb. Straighten this up just a little bit. Okay, at that point we're going to tie in some pine squirrel strips. I'm going to be using some rusty brown, our crawdad color for this particular Sculpin. I'm going to cut a nice strip off, something that's nice and solid. And if you'll notice, the fur will be falling towards the back. I'm going to measure about a shank length. And then we're going to pull it apart right there. A little slobber doesn't hurt. And you'll be able to see the hide. I'm going to lay that kind of sideways on the shank of the hook, make kind of an angle wrap. First wrap is soft. Then the next one will be a little more, where I pull the hide back over, making sure that it's riding on top of the shank. Okay. Bring it back, make a few wraps in front. I like to make a couple wraps just behind the back of it, just for some stability. Okay, we can bring our thread on then down in front of our eye. And we're ready to start wrapping our skin forward, our strip forward. We want to wrap it forward with the hide to the shank. And as we wrap forward, we want to pull the fibers of the hair back towards the rear. And we'll make 6-7 good wraps as we bring it forward. Let me get one more in here. Okay, after we get the skin right behind our barbell eyes, I want the hide up. I'm going to bring it under the barbell eyes, over the top, over the far side, back down. A little slobbing, get all these hackles out of our way, and then back under on my side. And pull it up. Here we're going to tie it off. Now keep in mind this is going to ride upside down in the water, or the hook up. So we want to make sure we get the bottom of this barbell eye covered with material. If you look at it, you can see that we've got the underside covered pretty well. Okay, I'll lay my scissors right along the eye, clip off the excess. Okay, we'll form a nice eye, or head. A couple of little stragglers off. Okay, whip finish. Clip our thread. And again, clean it up just a little bit. Okay, then we'll take our tail and fling it over, and it's in good shape. We don't need to clip it. Okay, at this point then we can put some head seam on if we would like. Let's go ahead and put a little head seam on it. And we have pine squirrel sculpin. I'll paint the eyes on this and we'll be finished.